welcome along and welcome back to Six Ashes. It is day 2 of autumn and we have some, well, we've got some slurry to spread because we have this whole tanker full. We've topped this up at the end of yesterday and we're going to go and get field 10 done today. So come on to here, hopefully. Oh man, this is a bit of a struggle. You can see that we have, quite a lot of work to do to get this field into order. It's a fair way down. We should be all right just doing the slurry first off. I'm going to stick on this headland though to get myself set up. Now, basically today what I want to do is get this field properly covered in this. And then we need to prepare it. Well, once we've done that, we can then get this tractor replanting oats in the top half of field 11. While this field here, we get cultivated. So let's start over here. And we should be able to see on our mini-map now exactly how successful we're being. And yeah, pretty successful is the answer to that. So I'm quite happy with that, and yeah, it's bringing the level up really well, really quickly. So that's good news, and we should be able to get this field fully back up and ready for planting oats in here as well. So to make up for this year's failed crop of oats, we're going to be planting 2 fields of oats. Next year, and probably 2 fields of canola as well, and then and then on our other couple of fields we're going to be planting onions and carrots again. So trying to sort of keep a good rotation going, but also now moving forward a fairly uncomplicated one if we can. There we are. So yeah, I'm going to get the rest of this done. We've got a little bit more to go and then we should refill this. I think it's going to take 2, maybe 3 tanks to get this field done, but we should be pretty good after that. We're just over halfway through the field and refilling our spreader again. I think we've got enough to last us through the end of this field. Let's give this a quick check, and yeah, we've got 11%. We've got another 2,300 litres. I'm hoping this is going to be enough. Another 8,000 litres in here, so we've got 10,000 litres left to finish this field with. I think we're well over half. Let's have a look. So this is now down here. Yeah, we've not got a huge area of this field left to do. We just need to get ourselves into the right place, which is here, I think. Trying to work out where these tracks are on the ground is a little bit fun, but that seems to be doing the job. It's going nice and green, this field, so we are getting a good coverage. We are going to be in a good stead for later on. Doesn't matter if all of this doesn't cover this field. What the advantage of this is that this massively reduces our overall cost of fertilizer. By putting the organic stuff on, we end up not spending so much in the long run on the chemical fertilizer, and means that we are in better stead overall. But you can see, even with precision farming and even with the reduced rate at which we put slurry on, it's still quite a bit of slurry that goes on, and as a result we are covering quite a lot, or we're using quite a lot of it to do this job. That cuts off through there because we had a nice green patch. Now, the big question is 2,000 litres going to cover this last corner, or are we going to go and need to buy some more? It's fairly well covered with that, but I think I'd quite like maybe a half a tank rather than just that little bit. So I'll fill this up and we'll see how far this goes. It's left a tiny little bit in the corner. So let's pull this up here and we can have a look. And yeah, it's a tiny little bit underneath here. Just not quite enough to do the whole thing. We'll require a little bit of extra fertilizer in this corner. But if I move the tractor out of the way, you can see the bit that we've missed. It just wasn't quite enough to cover that bit there, and we've got a few strips and things. Not enough, to be honest, for me to go and purchase some more. I am going to take this tractor and the spreader here back down to our main farm, and then I think we'll go and see if we can get the seeder on and see if we've got any oat seed that we can then go and get in the other field, and then we can switch the T-dub over to doing some cultivating. So bring this down into here, and we're going to back it up and park it next to this bit here, nicely out the way. Disconnect, disconnect, and off. And then over this way we should have our seeder in this shed over here. Or not. Where has my seeder gone? I've had a look for it. My seeder's been stolen. It's just gone. Okay, so yeah, we've got no seeder at the moment. It has completely disappeared. I think we should go get the T-dub working on the field at the top, and then we're going to head down to the shop, and I think it's time for a new seeder. So up here with the TW25, we are just going to drop this off, and that's off, and start this up. And this can then, what we can do is we can then get this doing field 10 with courseplay, and doing that field there. This is why we left the cultivator up here. It is absolutely perfect for this job, like so. Hook it up. There we go. Nothing else to connect, and we can just get the T-dub going. And want it to finish about here, going clockwise around the headlands. Bring up courseplay here, course generation, field 10. That does give me field 101 and field 11. That's quite cool. So field 10, we are going to be automatic starting direction. We want 4 headlands clockwise. We want up downs first, turn in the corner, 7% overlap, and generate. There we go. And that's going to start at this corner here and end over there. So what I'm going to do is set this to first waypoint. And this, I'm hoping the T-dub's going to be fine with this. Right, and then set it up here. Start here from first waypoint. Drive course, and away it goes. And we can take our 7840 up to the shop and go and grab ourselves a new seeder. So I'm guessing our lack of seeder, our lost seeder, has something to do with an update to the mod that it's part of. So we're going to have a look at what we've got in the shop We might replace it with what we had, or we might see if we can get something new. Let's see what is in here. And under seeders, what have we got that we can run on this tractor? Now, this is the thing. Originally, I was planning at the end of the year to start upgrading the equipment on this farm. And as a result, I was looking at getting a maybe a larger seeder that could do stuff. But we're not going to. We've got 100 horsepower to play with because we've not got a tractor that can do the higher horsepower stuff yet. So let's go back. We've got 100 horsepower to play with. So something like this Cavernaland is 130 horsepower. Pottinger is 165. The D830 is 85, 110. You see, we've not got a huge amount of horsepower to play with. What we could do is the Lambkin's a little bit much. You see, they're all a little bit much for this tractor. The reason why we had the D940 is because it just works for us. It's only 13,500 as well. But yeah, I'm guessing that this disappeared because we had issues. So, warning boards, yes. Decals used. It makes no difference. Disc markers, yes, I do like those. Wheel setup, standard, alternative. We might go with the alternative wheels on this, I think. And tramline markers. Now, I would like to. We might try doing tramlines today, but I'll have to work it out. But and we need, actually, we discovered before, we need these on because if we do anything with courseplay, these tend to go down and mess up the whole thing. Rim color, I think we will go with the full orange main color. Wow, you can, yeah, you can set it. We can set it to the New Holland blue with a JCB yellow, and basically call this a John Deere. Sorry, oh, actually no. If we're going to do that, we would go white, wouldn't we? Like that. Which fits our farm. Let's do this. Yes, it's not massively on the realistic side, but yeah, let's replace our missing cedar with a New Holland Ford coloured thing to match the rest of our farm. So that is going to cost me 17,800 to do. So let's buy that. Not what I wanted to do today, but never mind. And then under the pallets, so I think that only holds about 6,000. Yeah, there we go. That only holds 830 litres. So one pallet of oat seeds should do us. Where are they? Oats, there we go. Details, buy that. And we'll have to come down here with the tractor later with the front load on and sort that. But there we go. So yeah, the lesser known blue and white Amazon cedar that matches pretty much everything else on our farm with the New Holland colour scheme, the Ford colour scheme actually, because it's yeah. We want to open that up like so and refill it. So lift that up. We'll just back it up to the oats here. And 4 meters is going to be a bit of a pain to get down the road, but let's get that refilling. Oh, come on. Refill, please. sometimes it just doesn't. Yeah, first I need to fill the tool, so let me fill the tool. Though I bought the wrong crop. I know, I bought horse food. It is oats, but it's not oat seed. So let's yeah, we could use that for the horses, but we bought what I thought was oats. Yeah, is oats, but it's to feed the horses. What we want is this oat seed in the yellow bags. So let's buy that. Yes. Okay. We're going to have to bring our other tractor down here to refill this. And get A, the extra seed, and B, there we go, the extra extra horse feed that we now have. A little bit expensive, but not overly so. And there we go. We have filled up our seeder. Let's close it as well, and then we can get this back down to back to the field, and yeah, get these oats planted. A little bit wide for the road, so beacon on and careful travel back. So we're down to field 11, and we've got our new seeder on the back, and we are here, and I've just kind of been working it out on the way back. We have an 18-meter sprayer on the farm. If I do I'm going to try and do some tram lines and see if we can get the tram lines on this to work. So let's bring this up here, turn this on, place it down, and before I do this, okay, tiny little bit, but we are early autumn. Are we all right? Yes. This is the earliest, almost the earliest we can put oats in. If they don't grow after this, then that would be a little bit weird. So we're going to put in tram lines every third row is the plan. And see if we can actually create a field with tram lines in it and just be that little bit more realistic overall in creating this. So there we go, and this is running smoothly. So I've gone down and back on the field once. We're going to now try and apply these. Oh, no. No. Oh, hang on. There we go. So apply those down and see what happens. And that looks like that's creating a tram line. Hopefully, we'll see how well they run. It looks to be running okay. And then, yeah, so we'll do that every third line, and we'll try and pick up. This will also give me a rough idea, hopefully, of where I need to do my end bits as well. But yeah, if I can make this work and make it work well, then I think we're going to be in for a good time. So lift those out, and the rest up here. Like so, and then we can start in on the field doing yeah, leaving the headland bits, because we basically want our tram lines to come out to this bit. So let's get the rest of the field planted. 350 is the angle that we're looking to do it at, and with any luck we will keep ourselves going rather nicely. We're about 2/3 of the way through the field, and thankfully, I remembered as I was doing this that in order to get the right spacing, I need to be one every 5 rows with these tram lines rather than one every 3. So, yeah, save myself a little bit of pain that way. We should be all right as far as the width goes, because we are doing well with the 20-meter gap, it's going to be slightly less than that, because we seem to be doing a little bit of an overhang each row. So it should be about an 18-meter spacing between here, which will work well for our cedar. Now we need to go here. We're going to have headland, which is going to be tram lined on this bit. So I want to start coming along from here with this, because otherwise you're going to have tram lines in the wrong place, or lack of tram lines in the wrong place. So I want to make sure that that all works as it should. And then this is going to be nicely done across here. So this is my second row on this run. We want to do 2 more and then put a set of tram lines in. What I am going to do very soon, though, is run out of oats. So when that happens, we're going to take the little 6810, which, yes, is a little bit slower, down to the shop and pick up the remaining oats and bring them up to the field, along with the extra box and the horse feed that we bought by mistake, that we now have sitting down there. We ran out of seed in our cedar just as we were getting to the headlands on field 11. So I popped up to the shop. I have grabbed the seed, and we brought the 6810 back down. I'll lose a few onions in that corner, but not much I can do to help that. I am very pleased I put this nice big bit of grass between these 2 fields there. So let's see if we can't refill this now. So lift it up, back it up a bit, and hopefully, yeah, there we go. So that should fill this. Should mean that between these 2 fields, we've got enough oats to do both of them, which is going to be great, and it's going to make up for this year's problems. Let's turn the 6810 off. It is getting into the evening now. It's 20 past 7, but with a good chance that these onions are going to be ready next time. I want to get at least this field planted. If we can then get the other one planted later, then that will work quite well. So first row is there, second row is about there, so overlap is about where I thought it would be, so that's all good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the headland with the which has our tram lines in it, and then we're going to go round and turn this on, and get the other 2 bits of headland done. And I think we might need some more lights on to finish this up. But yeah, looks like we're going to have these 2 fields nicely done and dusted, or at least this field nicely reseeded with the oats for next year. And then we're going to be on to our other field for doing the second field of oats for next year, probably in the next couple of days, once we've got the soybeans harvested, and probably once we've got the onions harvested as well, because I'd like to get the canola in before the winter as well. Coming to the end of the field, and there we go. So we should have hopefully some nice tram lines in this now, which is great news. 6810 here is gonna need to get back to the farm, I think, especially if we have crops that we need to do next time. And just jumping over here, looks like our TW25 is almost done as well. So that's perfect. That is all of our jobs done for the day. So as a result, we're going to leave this here. Which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.